So I decided to do a meditation and super simple stretch yoga class. The reason for this is this class is dedicated to helping with stress and anxiety. A friend of mine actually, she was going through a tough time at the moment, and she recommended that maybe I do something like that on YouTube or a video, IGTV platform. So yeah, it's dedicated to a friend of mine, and yeah, very simple. I don't know, simple way to maybe get out of your head, maybe get out of those thoughts a little bit. So if I can suggest anything, go outside if you can, or close to being outdoors, just because you want to get some fresh air, you want to be around in nature. So that would be my first suggestion. Another thing is, yeah, if you don't have a yoga mat, you can put a towel down, you can just do it on the grass. So it's accessible to everybody. You don't need a yoga mat in order to do some kind of movement. But yeah, so you can sit in your free seat, which is legs crossed out in front of each other. If you'd like to do half lotus, full lotus, you're more than welcome to do whatever feels comfortable for your body. I like to sit in hero's pose just because, yeah, my hip takes a little bit of strain, so I prefer to sit like this, making sure that both heels are underneath the sit bones when you do sit. And then placing your hands wherever they feel comfortable for you. So they can be placed on your knees, your lap, whatever it is. And then just going to turn to the side. Sitting nice and tall into the body. You want to feel that shoulders and hips are stacked on top of one another, so you're not slouching into the belly. You actually want to lengthen out into the core so that you're not compressing into the lungs, so that you're able to take more oxygen into the lungs, more oxygen into the brain. And already with that simple breath or that simple technique, it'll already start changing the mind, start changing the feelings in the heart, the feeling in the head. So sitting nice and tall into the body, chin is parallel to the floor, and I want everyone just to close your eyes. So you'll feel that as soon as you close your eyes, just now your brain might be tempted to, I'm not too sure which way to sit. Your brain might be tempted to open your eyes, and I suggest don't open your eyes. So once you close your eyes, you don't have to open your eyes. Nothing's changing around you, and you'll feel it's the brain that doesn't want to go inwards. So the idea of closing your eyes is allowing yourself to go inwards. The brain wants to be distracted, so it's like, oh, let me just see or open my eyes. Okay, you don't need to open your eyes. Keep them closed. And then all you need to do is just start observing your breath. It is a really simple technique to do, but also really, really challenging. So the first thing you can do is observe the sound of your inhale and the sound of your exhale. It doesn't have to sound like anything, but you can just notice, okay, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. Your exhale can be either through your nose or through your mouth, depending on your breath. If you'd like to do Ujjayi breathing again, guys, it's still your practice. I'm just here to guide you through some simple things, so you can choose what you would like to do. Then just observing something as simple as the movement of the body. So as you inhale, you expand into the belly. As you exhale, contract. Again, it doesn't have to be such an intense movement. It could be smaller. And we're just going to sit for a few moments, noticing the sound and the movement of the breath. Once the mind gets distracted again, you can just be like, okay, brain, right now, I'm just breathing, just doing some movement. And then you'll see the brain gets distracted again, and you're able to just be like, hey, brain, come back, and you just breathe. Okay, and you're going to keep doing this, and the more and more you do it, the more discipline you create in your mind. Quite new to meditation, quite new for sitting down and disciplining the mind, then you can feel that you can actually work or visualize with your breath. So as you inhale, feel that your breath enters the nostrils, wrapping around into the brain, collect your thoughts. And exhale, release them. Just a really cool way to actually do it. Also, depending on personality types. So some of you might want to use visualizations, others might want to use the thought process in your head. Whatever feels good for you, just working with that breath, working with disciplining the mind. So as you sit here and you feel that, oh, I'm super stressed because of work, I'm frustrated because of someone specific, I'm feeling anxious, feeling damn angry. Same thing, you can just sit, breathe into that feeling. Exhale it out. If you're struggling with addictive behavior, if you're struggling with depression, same thing. It's not about breathing things in, breathing them out, and then you don't have to face it again. Of course you have to face it again. But it's about dealing with it calm. So that's it. As you breathe in, I acknowledge, I accept. As you exhale, release. Again, breathing it in, feeling it. Exhale, releasing it. And when anything pops into the head, and use your breath. Inhale, collect. Exhale, release. And you'll feel the brain just creates distractions again. So all of a sudden you might get an itch. You might start noticing sounds outside that you're like, oh, irritating me now. All distractions. So the brain wants to go off this tangent, wants to rev you up almost. Again, bring your thoughts back. Be like, okay, brain, right now I'm not going to talk to you. Right now I'm breathing. Okay, so you don't have to be so nasty to your brain. Be like, oh my God, please stop thinking. Be gentle. Be more playful. It's just like, okay, brain, right now, just want to meditate with Paige a little bit. After this, you and I can chat as much as we want. Yeah, so you start talking to yourself in a more gentle manner, a little bit more playful. And again, you also just start creating this discipline that your mind isn't always in charge. You're able to sit, you're able to focus on your breathing. Focus on bigger inhales, bigger exhales. Hey, baby. Just kind of check out. When you're ready, taking a big breath in. As you exhale, slowly dropping the chin to your chest. Just blinking the eyes a couple of times, get the eyes used to your light. And then nice and slow, lifting the bodies up. And again, simple stretches just to stretch out into the body. And someone said something really interesting to me was that yoga is not about stretching the body out, it's about stretching the mind out. So exactly that, especially because lots of things sit in our head. Depression, anxiety, anger sits there. I know it sits in the heart as well, but it's when we sit in our heads too much, that's when the problem generates. So then, breathe. Breathe it in, breathe it out. So before you start moving, before you even carry on with your day, you don't even have to do this moving part, that your mind is clear. You're not stepping into your day, stepping into your head. Okay, clear out the mind, carry on. Right, dropping the left ear over towards the left shoulder, stretching out into the neck. Releasing the hand, releasing the head, swapping over. Slowly release the hand, release the head. Dropping the chin to your chest, interlace the fingers, take the hands to the back of your skull, relaxing into the elbows, feeling that stretch into your neck, into your back. Nice and slow, releasing the hands, release the head. Again, you can do this on your knees, you can do this on your buttocks, whatever feels comfortable for you. Dropping onto the right hand, left arm up and over. Lifting the bodies up, swapping over to the other side. Lifting back up to your center. And then extending the hands out in front of you again. Knees can be together, you can be in your free seat. Imagining you placing the forehead onto the floor. A really calming pose this, so you can stay here for however long you need to. Breathing in, breathing out. And walking the hands over to the right hand side. Feeling that stretch into the leg. Walking the hands over to the left. Feeling that stretch into your right. Walking the hands back to your center. Helping yourself into all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Good, just rocking left and right into that spine, into the rib cage. I suggest that you close your eyes so that you can feel your movements instead of thinking about things so much. Coming back to your center, tucking the toes under, pushing back into your down dog. And then just walking the feet towards the hands. You can bend into the knees, legs don't have to be straight. And all I want you to do is going into your rocking the baby. And the idea of this pose is all the blood flushing into the head so that you flush out your brain before you go and step into your day. Coming back to your center, placing the hands onto the floor. Making sure that there's mat space behind you, and then you're just going to bend into the knees, drop into the buttocks, rolling back into a plow pose. Plow pose is all about cooling down the brain. If you can't do plow, just do legs up against the wall, and work your way into your plow eventually, like rolling back. You can straighten into the legs, you can bend into the knees. Open the legs, whatever feels good for you. You can release your back if you want to. Good. Holding it into your plow pose. And the incredible thing about plow is it is quite chaotic because all of a sudden your chest is going towards your throat. You feel that your breath is a little bit, it's struggling quite a bit. Again, calm down. Just be calm in chaos so that you almost want to pull out of it a little bit and be like, okay, I can breathe. And then once you've held the pose for a little bit longer, you can go deeper and deeper into it. Then just crossing your ankles, rolling back into your free seat. Again, shoulders and hips stacked on top of one another. Drawing the shoulders away from you. You want to lengthen into the body. Sitting proud into your body. Closing your eyes, just taking a few moments. If you have to have a little chat with yourself, I can do this, I've got this. Okay, those kinds of mantras, it is simple. The more and more you start talking these things into your head, the more and more you're going to start believing yourself. So just sit there. Even if there's that little voice when you say to yourself, oh, you've got this, and then the voice is like, oh, I don't know. Okay, keep talking. Keep telling yourself you've got this, because eventually that voice goes away. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in your day. Namaste.